So we're back in St. Andrews again today. We've got the beautiful St. Andrews Harbor behind us on the Bay of Fundy in New Brunswick. Today we're going to be doing Beausoleil oysters prepared two different ways. We have our first oyster is a bacon and onion ragu on our oyster with a Acadian pump house beer Savour. Our second oyster is a little panko crusted with a dill aioli. And then we have a nice marinated cucumber salad with a red pepper curls. So we have our beautiful Beausoleil oysters. These are from the northern part of New Brunswick. We're going to shock them. By shocking them, best thing to do is always have a cloth to cover, just so you don't cut your hands up too bad. You want to take your oyster knife to the back of the oyster where the shells meet and comes to a point. You're going to set your knife inside between the two shells. You're going to get in there and you're just going to roll and lift at the same time. You're going to wait till you hear a pop. You're going to slide your knife all the way back. There's going to be a connector muscle at the top of the shell. You want to slice that. There's going to be another one on the bottom of the oyster. You want to take your knife in underneath the oyster itself, slice again, and then you're just going to pull off the side. Always a good idea to smell each oyster. Make sure it smells nice and fresh. You're just going to set it aside. So for our first part of our oyster, we need to make our bacon onion ragu. We've got our oil on our pan. We're going to heat it up. We're going to toss in our onion. We just want to give it a quick saute. So we're going to toss in our bacon and render it down. We just want to mix these two ingredients until we get some nice color. So we've got our bacon and onion rendering down nicely with a little color. We're just going to add a little bit of our pump house Acadian beer just to deglaze the pan slightly. We're going to start our next oyster application. We're going to bread some oysters. So we've got a little flour, a little egg with cream as our egg wash, and a little breadcrumb. We're just going to dredge our oysters in the flour, drop into our egg wash, then into our breadcrumbs. Make sure you alternate hands, keeping one for wet and one for dry. So we have our oil nice and hot. We're going to take our breaded oysters. We're going to just drop them in and give them a quick fry. Now our oysters are nice and golden brown. We're going to take them out and just dry them out on paper towel. Once they're out, you just want to take a little sea salt and a little cracked pepper to season. So our next stage of this recipe, we're going to make our Savour. Savour is just essentially a foamed egg yolk sauce. We have our egg yolks. We're going to take a little bit of our pump house Acadian beer. A little sea salt and cracked pepper. We're going to whisk this over a double boiler until it foams. So we have our water coming to a simmer. We're going to set our egg yolks over top. We're going to squeeze in a little fresh lemon juice. And we're just going to whisk away. You don't want to stop whisking or you're going to have a scrambled egg. We just want to incorporate as much foam as we can and stabilize it by cooking. So now we're going to move on to the salad portion of this dish. We have half a cucumber. We're just going to quickly seed it. We're going to bring a spoon down the center, take out all the seeds and pulp. Set that to the side. We'll take our mandolin with our julienne setting. We'll take our cucumber, set it in our bowl. We're going to add our Bay of Fundy sea salt, a little cracked pepper, and a little champagne vinegar. And just mix that around. We're just going to let it sit for a few minutes so the cucumber can absorb some of the vinegar. So now we have all our mise en place ready for this dish. We're going to take our bacon ragu and onion mix and set it on top of our oyster. We're going to take our Savour sauce We're just going to coat our oysters on the top. We're going to place them on the bottom of our plates with little mounds of salt. And we're just going to brulee them quickly with our blowtorch. For our second oyster, we're going to take a little dill aioli. And we're going to set our breaded oyster on just like that. And for our salad component of the dish, we're going to take our marinated cucumber, wrap it into a nice tight little ball, and just set it into our oyster shell. And just add a little color and garnish. We made ahead little pepper curls. We're just going to set these on top. And there you have it, our Beausoleil oysters done 2 ways with a marinated cucumber salad. A simple recipe made outside, fun for the family and friends, easy to sit around and just enjoy.